Before working with Sleep Science Academy, I tried many things. Everything from trying to do it on my own, as far as trying to reduce the medication. I've talked to doctors about it who weren't really able to help, other than giving me additional medication to help me sleep. So it's been a very frustrating process. And this was the first process that I felt really had an approachable game plan that I can execute on. Those other things that I tried didn't work for me because I didn't really have a program to really get off the sleep medication. It was more, I was going at it alone, and I didn't really have a protocol to approach or go with. I was blindly just going in and trying different things, and then I would fail, and then I would get frustrated, and then I'd leave it alone for a while and then try again. And it just, I mean, I've been doing it for the past 10 years, unfortunately. So I reached a point where I knew I needed help, and I needed to find some kind of program to help me through it. What my sleep was like before this program was that I was very, very dependent on taking a sleep med before going to bed. So psychologically, I could not sleep without taking a sleep medication. And so just going to sleep was very anxiety driven. And especially if I didn't have my sleep medication with me, it was even escalated more so. And so, but that's all I was used to doing over the past 10 years, and I couldn't find a way out. After going through with the program, the interesting thing is the psychological aspect of being dependent on sleep medication is no longer part of the equation, which is a big deal for me. I didn't realize how much, from a psychological perspective, I was really tied to that sleep medication. And not only that part, but also the whole concept of being able to sleep without sleep medication, I didn't think was doable until I went through this program, which was very clear and succinct and walked me through the right process to not only get off the medication, but feeling really good about myself sleeping without the medication. It took probably a good 4 to 6 weeks, honestly, before I started sleeping better. Again, part of the program, it's not just, it's working through all the limited beliefs and thought process that you have tied to that medication that you need to parse through to disconnect from, so that you can believe that you can get off the medication. And that was a big part of what I had to work through. So that was a big component of it. And it was great having a coach in the process that I could rely on as I was going through different hurdles and obstacles to help me believe in myself to continue going through it. And that was a big bonus of the program, was having that coaching component tied into it. This program is designed for anybody that's struggled with insomnia, whether it's been consistent or inconsistent, especially people like me who have been dependent on some form of medication to help them sleep. I can speak to that personally because, you know, I went through it myself, and I've come out on the other side where it's been great not having to be dependent on any sleep medication. The advice that I would give someone that's starting the journey that has had insomnia and especially dependencies on sleep medication is to find help like this program, and not to just try to go it alone. It's very lonely and depressing when you try to do it on your own, especially because you don't really have the know-how or the expertise on how to do it and do it well. And I know for me personally, it created a lot of frustration. So having a resource to tap into, a program, a coach whose expertise is all about sleep disorders and insomnia, who can coach you and guide you along the way to get to the other side, is huge. And to me, it was definitely worth the time, the effort, and the money.